Lyra was no ordinary fairy. Born with the rare and controversial power to stop love from growing, she had spent centuries ensuring that certain romances never bloomed. Her magic worked like an invisible thread, unraveling relationships before they could take root. It was a duty she didn't question, a task given to her by the Council of Fairies to protect the balance between the human and fairy worlds. Love, after all, was seen as volatile, a force that, if left unchecked, could destabilize the delicate harmony of existence. But Lyra's life changed the day she met Ethan. Ethan was a man scarred by love. After a devastating heartbreak, he had sworn never to open his heart again. He spent his days writing music that echoed with sorrow, each melody a reflection of the pain he carried. Lyra was sent to him with a clear mission: ensure that Ethan remained closed off to love. Yet, as she watched him from the shadows, something about his vulnerability resonated with her. His loneliness mirrored her own, a loneliness she had never allowed herself to acknowledge. For the first time, Lyra hesitated. One evening, as Ethan played his guitar under the soft glow of string lights, Lyra accidentally revealed herself. Startled but intrigued, Ethan didn't run. Instead, he asked, "Who are you?" "I'm someone who shouldn't be here," Lyra admitted, her voice trembling. But Ethan didn't push her away. Over time, their encounters became frequent, and Lyra found herself drawn to his gentle strength. She saw in him a spark she had never seen in anyone before. Against all logic and the rules she had followed for centuries, Lyra began to fall in love. However, her powers didn't let her emotions go unnoticed. The stronger her feelings grew for Ethan, the more her magic started to backfire. Instead of stopping love, it began to create emotional chaos. Ethan would feel sudden waves of anger or sadness, and their connection became riddled with misunderstandings and unspoken pain. Lyra realized her magic was spiraling out of control. Her powers were tied to her very essence, and as her love for Ethan deepened, they turned against her. It was as if the universe itself was rebelling against their forbidden relationship. Then, one day, Lyra discovered she was pregnant. The revelation was both a miracle and a curse. Her child was proof that love between a human and a fairy could exist, but it was also a danger. The Council of Fairies would see the child as a threat, a being born of love, capable of destabilizing the balance Lyra had spent her life protecting. As Lyra's magic continued to unravel, it began to affect the human world. Relationships around her fell apart, hearts broke, and despair spread like wildfire. The balance she had been tasked to protect was crumbling, and the council demanded that she end her relationship with Ethan to restore order. But Lyra couldn't. She loved Ethan, and she loved the child growing within her. In a desperate attempt to save both their worlds, Lyra made a decision. She would channel all her magic, every ounce of her power, into one final act. She would transform her abilities, rewriting her very essence, so that instead of ending love, her magic would nurture it. Standing before the council, Lyra pleaded her case. "Love is not the enemy," she said, her voice firm. "It is the force that binds us, the reason we fight to protect this world. Let me prove that love can coexist with balance." The council reluctantly agreed, granting her one chance to change the nature of her magic. With Ethan by her side, Lyra poured her heart into the transformation. As her magic shifted, the chaos around them settled, and the human world began to heal. But there was a cost. Lyra's transformation came with a sacrifice. She could no longer exist in the fairy realm. She had become something new, a being caught between two worlds, bound to the human realm to protect love and ensure its harmony. Ethan took her hand, and together, they began a new life. Their child, born of love and magic, carried the potential to bridge the gap between humans and fairies, proving that love was not a weakness but the greatest strength of all. Moral of the story asterisk. Love, even when forbidden, has the power to transform and heal. True strength lies in embracing what connects us, even when it challenges the rules of the world. Love is not a force to be feared but a gift to be nurtured.